Once upon a time, in a village nestled between the great river and the tall mountains, there lived a young hunter named Kofi. He was known for his strength and skill with the spear, but it was his quiet dedication that set him apart. His mentor, an old and wise hunter, had taught him many things. Speak less, work hard, and never stop learning from the forest, he would say. Kofi listened well, observing every plant and animal, honing his craft day by day. Years passed, and the old hunter retired to live peacefully by the river. Kofi, now the village's best hunter, followed his mentor's teachings with diligence. Yet, despite his hard work, Kofi found himself troubled. Other hunters, who had not learned as deeply as he had, were given higher honors, while he remained unnoticed. One day, frustrated and confused, Kofi set out to visit his old mentor. Upon seeing Kofi's troubled face, the old man asked, "What weighs on your heart, my son?" Kofi sighed deeply and began, "For many seasons I have hunted quietly, doing what you taught me. I have become the best in the village, but while others are given praise and more responsibilities, I remain where I started. I do the work, but I am never noticed." The old man nodded slowly. "Are you certain you have become invaluable to the village, Kofi?" Kofi replied, "Yes, I am. Without me, many of the great hunts would fail." The old man stood up and paced in thought. After a while, he turned to Kofi and said, "Then it is time for you to rest. Go to the wise woman, Maya Sophia, and ask her what should be done." Though surprised by the advice, Kofi knew his mentor's words were never given lightly. So he journeyed to the edge of the village, where Maya Sophia, the wise woman, lived among her herbs and remedies. When Kofi arrived, he shared his troubles with her. Maya Sophia smiled, her eyes twinkling with ancient knowledge. "Take a break from the hunt, Kofi," she said. "Let the village see what happens when you are not there." Kofi hesitated, but followed her advice. The next morning, he left his spear behind and stayed home, resting by the fire. While he rested, the village's hunter struggled without his skill. Their spears missed, and the game escaped. When Kofi returned, the village chief approached him and said, "We did not realize how much we depend on you. Without you, the hunt suffers. We need you more than we knew." The chief promoted Kofi to lead the village's hunting parties, recognizing his worth. Kofi was grateful for Maya Sophia's wisdom, and from then on, whenever he felt undervalued, he would take a day of rest, and each time his importance was noticed. But this pattern could not last forever. One day, Kofi arrived at the hunting grounds to find another hunter had taken his place. His role had been given to someone younger and more reliable. Kofi was shocked and confused. Not knowing what else to do, he returned to Maya Sophia. "Why have I been replaced?" he asked, his pride wounded. "Did I not follow your advice?" Maya Sophia shook her head and spoke softly. "You followed the first part of my lesson, but you did not stay to hear the rest. You learned that when a light shines constantly, people forget it is there until it flickers or goes out. You took time away to remind them of your value. But Kofi, if a light flickers too often, people will replace it with one that shines steadily. Kofi was silent, the weight of her words sinking in. The balance, Kofi, she continued. In life, you must shine bright enough to be noticed, but steady enough to be relied upon. Do not let yourself be taken for granted, but also do not disappear too often. Find the rhythm, and life will reward you with harmony. Maya Sophia's wisdom opened Kofi's eyes. From that day forward, he balanced his time between rest and work, ensuring he was both appreciated and dependable. Moral: in life, it is important to be valued, but even more important, to be reliable. Find balance in how you give and take, and you will earn both respect and peace.